Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to another episode of Recipe Tuesday. This morning I have a great recipe I think you guys will like. Remember when I did a video with Jan from New York City Saves Money just recently, where I had bought 4 packs of chicken tenderloins at a reduced cost? Well, that or chicken breast itself. Um, This is a good recipe. It's called crock pot chicken and stuffing. What you will need to make this recipe is 4 chicken breasts. You can garnish it with salt and pepper, or you can choose what other kind of seasonings you would like to use on the chicken in place of that. I'm not a big salt user, so I would use pepper, maybe a little Italian seasoning on it. Um, and if I don't do that, I'll just put lemon pepper on the chicken and go with that. You're going to need 1 box of stovetop stuffing mix. It can be any flavor you want. It could be the chicken, the turkey, the savory herb, which also works very good with this recipe. 8 ounces of sour cream, although even though you have 8 ounces of sour cream, you are not going to use 8 ounces of sour cream. You'll most likely use about 5 ounces of that container. You'll need 1 can of cream of chicken soup. Does not have to be Campbell's. It can be store brand. 1/2 cup, I would say a third to 1/2 cup reduced sodium chicken broth. Now, what you're going to do in the crock pot, if you want to spray a little cooking spray down or put a little bit of oil down underneath the bottom, you can also do this. You can also layer it with some vegetables down below if you like. It can be carrots, potatoes, whatever you like, or you don't have to. But what you're going to do is you're going to take the stuffing mix, the 5 ounces of the sour cream, 1 can of cream of chicken soup, and 1/3 to 1/2 cup of reduced sodium chicken broth. You're going to put that in a bowl and mix everything together. Now, once you do that, after the chicken has been placed in the slow cooker, you're going to take that mixture and apply it over the top of the chicken breast. If you don't want to put your vegetables, and you want to use vegetables, but you don't want to put it underneath the chicken, you can layer it across the top if you so wish to do that. Then, after that, all you're going to do is put the lid on it, put it on low, and you're going to cook it for about 6 to 7 hours, is what the recipe says to do. So that should be a pretty good recipe to put together. Although this does have my curiosity, though. Instead of cream of chicken, I wonder what would happen. Again, this is a recipe I haven't done. I'm wondering what would happen if you took 1 can of cream of mushroom. If you didn't want to do the chicken broth, how would it be with the beef broth? I don't see why you couldn't modify it, change it. This recipe, to me, though, in looking at it, looks like a blank canvas. You could dress it up or you could tone it down. You can go several different ways with it. And no matter what, no matter how you do it, using your imagination, you're still going to come out with a great product. At least that's what I'm making of here. So anyway, this is not a too terribly long of a video, but I wanted to go ahead and get this recipe out there. I know I'm definitely going to give it a try since I have some extra chicken to fall back on. based on that sale that I just recently went to Save-A-Lot and picked up this chicken. I have one other recipe that I'm going to go ahead and include here. I made it about 3 days ago. What you're going to need, it's very simple. You're going to need a pound of ground pork, which I did buy as well. You're going to need 1 box of rice-a-roni, chicken and broccoli, or chicken, whatever variety you would like to use of rice-a-roni. Now, you're going to ground the ground pork. You could also use ground turkey. You could also use ground beef. In a separate saucepan, you're going to cook the rice-a-roni as according to direction. When you have the ground turkey, ground beef, or pork that's already browned, you're going to take 1 can of chicken breast, drain it, and add it to whatever meat mixture you have and cook that about 3-4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. When the rice-a-roni is done, after it's sat there for about 5 minutes, take the rice-a-roni and mix it in with the meat and everything else. Let me tell you, for a 3-ingredient recipe between the pork, the chicken, and the rice-a-roni, it turned out rather good. I was pleasantly surprised to see how well that recipe turned out. It's budget friendly. It doesn't cost much. For those that are able to get sales on meats, like I was mentioning before, if you go early enough at grocery stores, and I'm also hearing back from subscribers saying that they get the better deals at nighttime. So I guess it just depends. And I've also heard that in this particular state where this one subscriber is, they don't do any type of sales like that, which I think is really sad and absurd. You know, it makes me wonder what they do with their meat that's about to expire. If they discard it, to me, that's just a waste of money on their part. That's how I look at it. Well, anyway, guys, this is a couple of recipes that you could definitely try, both fairly easy. The second one I've just recently tried, that one I know is good, but the one with the crock pot chicken and stuffing, that has to be nothing but good. Anyway, I want to thank all of you for tuning in this morning. I hope you have a great remainder of your Tuesday, and I'll see you back on Thursday. Bye for now.